G'day guys, Rick from Tips and Ratings. Just our ratings wrap for today, the 5th of March 2015. We did a full set for Ballarat, and we had a bet in one race at Wyong, and we bet in two races at Pinjarra. In all, we bet 29 units and got back 40 for a return of around 11. There was a couple of races where members did a fair bit better than the reported prices, so some people won more money than that. We'll start with Ballarat. We didn't bet in race one. Race two, we backed three horses: Virginia, Tripping Away, and It Could Be You. The money came for Fashion News, who we had marked $9 and got into round three and won really well. Tripping Away was our best chance in the race, and the best it could do was run second. So wasn't to be there, unfortunately. We did no good. On to race three, and Mark Show a Star $1.85. It was $2 early, and better early before that, and it was just way too good. It was coming into the race with a big speed rating and a strong adjusted class figure, and it just got to the front and just kicked away, way too good. We also backed a horse called Bahamas, and this horse hit the line really hard from basically last, so that's probably a horse that is worth following over its next couple of maidens. It certainly hit the line really well, and I think the winner is clearly lengths better than Maiden Grade, so this Bahamas probably won't be hanging around Maiden Company for too much longer. But we bet 3.7 there for 5.4 and a small profit. Pretty keen here on Spirit of the Dawn, marked at 250. Was pretty keen to lock in a price, and it just drifted and drifted and drifted, and ran accordingly. It had strong form through a wear, and the Adelaide sprinter, whose name escapes me, but it looked to have a pretty good run, but was unable to do anything. It was weak late, and the best we could do was third with Devil's Melody. It was marked $17, and basically the market came for 4 and 8, and the 8 won from the 4, and they were backed into around $4 or $5, which was roughly half of what we had them, and they were just too good. So we missed out on that one. 3.45 out for nothing back. On to the next race, and Kathy's marked $2.50. Sort of got backed in early in the day, then opened up $3.30 on track, then got out to $4.40 or $4.60 on course, and then back in the mid threes. So it was a funny sort of betting race. So Hasty ended up winning, and it was $7 best tote in the end. It was $7 for 5 seconds at Top Sport, and no one got that, unfortunately. But if anyone backed at best tote, which I doubt they would have, for us, they would have got it. But it was a losing race. We bet 2.69 and didn't get anything back. We had a really good result here. Was quite keen on General James. He was coming through a very strong maiden, and as you can see, basically on a raw class figure, wasn't really that exposed. Hence why such a good price was bet. I locked in $9, so I'd already firm a little bit, but the SP at 11 and $12 to $13 was readily available across the corporates. But it was a really good result for us after a bit of a tough run for a couple of days, and we had the runner up also, More Delighted. We marked $7.50, and it was $8 into about 6. So really good result there. The 3-year-old beating the older horses. We bet 3.06 on that race, and I got back 16, and if we plug in $13, some guys would have got back 20 odd. So it's a poor decision by me. It's cost me a fortune, but 7 units, but happy to get the win all the same. And then on to the last race, we had another really good result. Quite keen on Gailey Mill here. Thought its run last start was sensational, behind the good 3-year-old Mick Prizes, who came out and was really good. Bowl of Smoke in a Group 3, and look, this horse was just too good for them and had a nice little run from the inside gate and kicked through to win well. Managed to get a better price here with $7, and on a $2.75 rating, it was a big result. So we bet 2.97 on that race and got back around 13, which was a really good result. On the Wyong, we bet in one race here. I'll just make that a bit bigger, and it was in race 1, and I just didn't give enough to the winner, Omar Ross. I had the blinkers on and whatnot, and I just should have gone that little bit further, and he would have been a bet, but I didn't. I ended up on Nakatan, and I thought it ran pretty well from back, and just was no match for the winner. It was just way too good, and there was good money for Rembrandt, and we were on that also, and it just sort of was wide and started running backwards, and I'm not sure what happened there, but certainly that winner, Omar Ross, you need to keep an eye on it. And I think that Nakatan's pretty close to breaking through, especially out in trip. And then on to Pinjarra, where we've been in a couple of races, and one of them's at a protest at the moment, actually. But the first race we bet into there was race 1, and we backed 3 horses, and we managed to get the win there. Wobbegong was good enough to win narrowly. As you can see there, he was second class, 1 speed, 1 jockey, 1 trainer, so pretty good figures for us there. Tiger Red was well backed. We were on early at about 2.10, and he was heavily backed into $1.70 and was a little bit disappointing. He didn't look to settle. He was chasing the whole way. And Stephenson, who was over from Sydney, had 1 run, and he's pretty close to it also. And then our last bet for the day was here in race 4, and we backed Trojan Rhythm, who ended up, I should adjust that, sorry, I haven't updated the race because it's a protest. He got out to $8, and he scooted through and looked like he had the race shot to bits, and Bravo Romeo flew home down the outside, and they're currently protesting at the moment. I don't like our chances. I think it'll be dismissed. But Katrina Sky is another horse we backed $7. It started $3.50. Arena was a bit of a roughie, and Slingsby we backed also. He got out to $15, $16, even 20 somewhere, and he was caught 3 wide the trip. And he's another one over from Sydney, and he had the tongue tie go on. I think that he's pretty close to him also. He's probably a lot fitter now, and third up look for him. But see how we go there. If that protest, if we're lucky enough to get that upheld, then that'll obviously increase our profit for the day to 17 or 18 units, and then for the guys that managed to get the big price for the other winner, plus that 7, that sort of gets them up around 24, 25 units for the day, which goes a long way to eradicating the shocker we had yesterday. So a lot of guys have got that back, which is good. But anyway, that's that. We're having a few bets tomorrow at across some black bookers. So we're not focusing on one meeting in particular tomorrow. We'll just back some black bookers and concentrate on doing a set for Monday at Moonee Valley, and probably a couple of races in Adelaide for the Cup over there, and obviously a big day Saturday. So thanks for listening, and good luck with your punting over the weekend.